I'm tired of feeling like I'd be prettier if I was skinnier. You have any idea what it feels like to wake up every morning, look at yourself and be disappointed in your existence? It's exhausting. I'd like to exit from this experience. I'd spend all my cents on recreation, hence my tense tone. One call, I'd pick up the phone as well, tell the doctor I'm ready for my BBL and bleaching process. Maybe then I'd feel confident during sex and I'd feel ugly less. Zan the Poet. The 40-Week Project.
Hey y'all, my name is Zan and this is another episode of Life Lessons with Zan. I hope y'all feeling good. I hope y'all feeling fulfilled. I hope y'all feeling healed and loved and wanted and desired. And overall, I hope y'all feeling like y'all best selves these days. Period. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I think is super interesting because I think this topic specifically is really good in the self-love area, but I also think it's very helpful in like romantic and platonic relationships and in work relationships and career. And that word is evaluation. The dictionary definition of evaluation is the making of a judgment about the amount, number, or value of something. Assessment. So when you're evaluating something, you're making judgment about it, you're seeing over it, right? You're rating it, you're estimating it, you're comparing it, right? You're just seeing how it is and what it is. In this context for this video, I want to talk about how we can use evaluation to help our work lives, our self-love lives, also our romantic and friendship relationships, right? So there are three different topics, or rather three different ways I think evaluation can help us, right? So the first thing that evaluation can do for us is that it helps us to adjust and or pivot / make accommodations for something, right? Oftentimes when we have a goal, we're very headstrong about it, or we can be headstrong about it, and we pursue it, we prepare, we get all of our pieces together, and we produce the product, or we build the business, or we finish the test, right? We get into the relationship, we get the job, all these things, right? And while that is like, that's good and dandy, that's amazing, that's excellent, evaluation is useful because it gives us time to say, is this working? Do I like this? Do I want this? Is this good for me? Do I enjoy this? Is this something that I can see myself doing for the next 2 years? 2 weeks, 2 months, right? Evaluation is all about asking questions, seeing where we are, seeing what we want, and seeing if where we are and what we want aligns with each other, right? If it lines up. So when you ask these questions, evaluation is giving you the opportunity to take a moment and pivot. Oh, I thought this job would work for me. I don't really like the schedule though. I don't really like the demands of the job. I think I would do better in a managerial type of position. I thought this relationship would work for me, but he's not affectionate enough. I think I'm gonna get back to dating because this just isn't working out for me. I thought that, you know, waking up every morning at 7 a.m. would be super good for my mental health, but I'm not an early bird. I like to sleep in. I'm gonna wake up at 10 a.m. That works better. You see how that is? Evaluation is all about asking questions and taking a moment to see what's working, see what's not working, and make the necessary accommodations. Another valuable thing when it comes to evaluation is that it forces you to be present, right? It forces you to take a break. It is very easy to keep going with something just because you think that's what you're supposed to do. Staying in that relationship that you don't want to stay in, staying in that job you don't want to stay in, staying friends with that person you don't really want to stay friends with, staying in a situation that you don't want to stay in, you know? Evaluation gives you a second to pause and be present. And instead of just continuing on with the flow of life, continuing on with how life like presses you, instead of doing that, evaluation allows you to take a moment, be present, and really think about what it is that you want. Instead of getting so caught up in the flow, instead of getting so caught up in the rat race of things, instead of getting so caught up in the consistent forward movement, you can take a moment, evaluate, and see what's going on around you. See how you feel about the situation. Do you like it? Is this where you want it to be? Is this what you want? Is this where you are okay with you right now? Evaluation gives you the time and space to do that. And number 3, the best thing in my opinion about evaluation and the practice of evaluation is that when you start to properly evaluate situations, you do not make the same mistakes. It is very, very, very easy to make the same mistakes over and over and over again when you never stop for a moment to think about what it is that you actually are doing. You can't fix mistakes if you don't know there are any. And the only way you can know that there are any mistakes in the first place is if you take a moment to stop and look for some. That is my life lesson for today. Those are the 3 reasons I believe the practice of evaluation is so important. Thank you for watching, you guys. Oh, also, I gotta do this before I go because I promised I would. Today, I am burning my Better Home Gardens candle, white tea and jasmine. It has a whole lot of stuff in it. It has lemon, white tea, bergamot, rose, jasmine, sage, musk, amber, and violet scent notes. So that is what I'm burning tonight. It smells so good, and it just adds to the vibe of my room. And also, last but certainly not least, the 40-week project is out. It's on YouTube Shorts, it's on TikTok, and it's on Instagram Reels. Go to the bio in my bio, LOL. Go to the link in my bio and check it out. I'll be dropping a poem a week for 40 weeks. This is going to be week 3. So we've already had 2 weeks. We're on week 3 now, and I would love for y'all to go check those out. So yeah, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for being good to me. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for listening to me and taking the time to have the conversation with me. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.
I am God. I am God. A cultural curator, the dependable, the greatest that's ever existed. When I realized this, reality shifted. My elevation took place. I became lifted. I knew I was gifted. I was grateful for this revelation. Doubts and fears had no hold over me. I spoke with confidence. I lacked hesitation. I felt bold and free. I was alive and at ease. Forever I have been looking, and now I have found it, my peace. Zan the poet. The 40-week project.